This is Tech in 5.
All the tech news you need to know about in 5 minutes or less.
Guaranteed. Start the timer. Here's Mike and Adam.
Hello everybody, it's Friday the 19th. This is TechIn5. I'm Mike Incavo.
I'm Adam Rosenberg.
Today on the show we have the iCloud-based iPhone, also Google's purchase of Motorola Mobile. We have the UK government dropping their pirate website blocking request. We have Flyders, the original slippers for your mouse, and we have the prototype MacBook Pro pulled from eBay. And guess who's back in town?
Me.
Okay. Well, the iCloud-based iPhone story, we've talked a little bit about this, but Adam wants to chime in. The one they're looking at here is about $100. Now, it's probably not going to have the same capabilities in terms of storage and such, but for $100, you can get an iPhone. That's pretty revolutionary, I think. Looking at the picture, that's a pretty cool-looking phone.
And it'll be more room for RAM. 1 gigabyte RAM.
How does that hold up to your Droid?
I try to ignore the specs because they just tick me off because it just crashes all the time. They are glitchy. Yeah. They're like, oh, dude, my phone's awesome, but everyone knows it just ticks them off.
Well, we talked about earlier on the show about how the UK government had been asking BT, one of the major communications providers down there, to block access to Newsbin, which is equivalent to Pirate Bay. And it was part of the UK's Digital Economy Act, which came about in about 2010, and it was supposed to cut down the illegally shared content amount being shared online. However, that's not in effect anymore. One of the major changes to the law is going to allow end users to rip content from CDs or DVDs for their own personal use.
In the US, they sent out almost 35,000 letters out to people like shutting their internet down because they were caught torrenting, and
it's kind of scary.
So, yeah, I stopped a little bit. I slowed down, especially if you have an account on Pirate Bay or something. Pretty easy to access your IP.
The music label people are all very angry about that. I mean, I get it, but
if the record people were smart, they'd realize that torrenting's never going to stop, and they're never going to get everyone to stop doing it. So they should just. They're fighting a lost battle as far as I'm concerned. Like, I got in a letter that says, we know that you've been torrenting music and we're going to try to shut you down. I just changed my IP and never got a letter again.
We'll see how this works out, because I'm sure that no one's happy over there. Be sure to check out our review on Flyders, the original slippers for your mouse from Aiden on the site as well. It allows you to get rid of your old mouse pad and basically stick a mouse pad to your mouse. So check out that review.
This mouse, you can go anywhere with it.
By the way, a correction from last week. I said Mighty Mouse about 6 times, and I didn't realize that it's actually the Magic Mouse.
So just earlier this week, Google announced that it bought Motorola Mobile for a total of $12.5 billion in cash, too. Talk about like a big briefcase. Android will still be staying open. It's going to be interesting because they'll have complete control over the entire phone. Completely design the OS and the hardware.
It looks like this purchase is going to allow Google to compete with Apple a little bit better, because obviously it's
so much better. This is an incredible thing, but it's really not going to turn out well for other Android partners like Samsung. Such a smart move for Google to do this. They now control the entire Android experience, I mean, they're basically giving Apple the finger right now.
There's an interesting thing that happened on eBay recently. Someone put up a listing called Unreleased Prototype Apple MacBook Pro 15-inch with 3G. There were 3 days, 8 hours left. It was up to $70,000 with 129 bids.
So you don't even know what you're buying.
I know. Joe took a video, so you can check that out on the site. Was it a fake item and the seller pulled it down just to see how many bidders he'd get, or did eBay pull it? Joe says the majority of the bidders were probably large companies looking at the technology and trying to integrate it to their own products. So basically, they're buying ideas from Apple, is what Joe's hypothesizing.
Dude, don't mess with Apple. They'll take you down. They obviously get a little pissed off about their patents.
And the last thing we have today is an awesome microphone. Adam and I live very close to Audio-Technica World headquarters, and every year they have a warehouse sale. The AT2020 USB is never marked down more than like $10 because everybody buys them and everybody wants them. They took a studio microphone, which is very well known, put a USB part on it. It is a cardioid mic. That means it picks up audio in a heart shape right around the front. It is a side address mic. Joe did a review. Check out that unboxing and wait up for the Yeti and AT2020 comparison video, which will be up in the near future.
Well, if you guys have enjoyed these past 5 minutes, don't forget to check us out on Facebook, TechInform.us. You can follow us on Twitter, or even ask us a question on our form spring. All those things are greatly appreciated. Same with commenting on any of our stories on TechInform.us or this podcast.
Yes, and iTunes.
Love that.
Please vote on the site under your opinion. We've got a poll going on what your favorite Mac OS X Lion feature is. This podcast has been brought to you today by Purporta Everything Covered. Use the promo code JOETECH to get a discount on all Purporta cases at Purporta.com, as well as by The Real Deal on YouTube, providing tech reviews. Click the link right on our site. And special this week, check out our vacation tales, including Adam's tear gas story from Greece in iTunes. It'll be the next episode right after this one. Well, that's the show for today. TechInform.us.
Love you all.
Yep, love you too. Talk to you soon.
Yeah, all right, see you soon.
Bye-bye. TechIn5 is a production of the TechInform US Media Group, produced by Michael Incavo with video by Colton Frey. All rights reserved. Duplication rights available upon request.